Good evening. 2 days after the hostage-taking incident at a synagogue in Texas, 2 teenagers have been arrested today in Greater Manchester. The attacker was a British man named as Malik Faisal Akram from Blackburn, who was shot dead by police at the scene after a 10-hour standoff. He'd taken 4 people hostage, including a rabbi, who all survived unharmed. Now, friends of Akram said that he'd suffered from mental health problems, and they expressed surprise that he'd been able to travel to the US. Greater Manchester Police said that the teenagers detained today, whose identities have not been revealed, are both being questioned as part of the ongoing investigation. Our special correspondent Ed Thomas has more details.
What made Malik Faisal Akram leave Blackburn, the place he called home, to travel to Texas, arm himself with a gun and hold people hostage inside a synagogue? There was a tense 10-hour standoff. As an FBI SWAT team moved in, the 44-year-old spoke to his family back home. His words were recorded as he became increasingly desperate.
I'm going to die in this, all right? Are you listening? I am going to die.
These pictures show several hostages running for their lives. Within minutes, Malik Faisal Akram was shot dead. The rabbi here described their ordeal.
It didn't look good. It didn't sound good. We were terrified. And when I saw an opportunity where he wasn't in a good position, I made sure that the 2 gentlemen who were still with me, that they were ready to go. The exit wasn't too far away. I told them to go. I threw a chair at the gunman, and I headed for the door. And all 3 of us were able to get out without even a shot being fired.
Throughout the standoff, Malik Faisal Akram was heard demanding the release of Afia Siddiqui. She's known as Lady Al-Qaeda, a Pakistani neuroscientist jailed in the US for trying to kill American soldiers in Afghanistan.
It's the way that he was killed. He was shot. That shouldn't have happened.
Tariq Hussain knew Malik Faisal Akram and his family. He says many here question his mental state at the time he went to America.
It's very frustrating for the family. They're going through a very hard and difficult time, and our prayers are with them. I mean, if there was mental health issues, why did he go in the first place, you know? So people would have, or the people looking after him, or why did he fly out? You know, there's questions that are not being answered, you see.
This message was posted on Blackburn Muslim Community Facebook page, believed to be from Malik Faisal Akram's brother, and has since been taken down. He apologises and says, although my brother suffered from mental health issues, we were confident that he would not harm the hostages. And tonight, a second close family member of Faisal Malik Akram, who didn't want to be filmed, raised concerns over his state of mind. He said it was widely known in Blackburn that he was struggling with his mental health. The US president has described what happened here as an act of terror, while those who escaped said they felt lucky to be alive. And this is now a global investigation, but the centre of this remains very much here in Blackburn. Tonight, we understand Malik Faisal Akram's brother has been spoken to by British counter-terror officers. They're working alongside the FBI. Questions still to be answered include what exactly motivated him to go? How did he get into America? How did he get the gun? And was anyone else involved in this? Separately, in Manchester, around 30 miles away from here, 2 teenagers are continuing to be questioned in connection with what happened in Texas.
Ed, thanks very much for the update there. Ed Thomas, our special correspondent in Blackburn.